We testing or are we going?
We just tested.
Oh, it worked.
Yes. How are ya?
I'm hot.
Are you a warm kitten?
I don't mean to talk about the weather every time we do a podcast. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. My back is wet. I just don't feel good.
Yeah, and that's because you just came back from New York City.
Oh, stinky, stinky. Oh, so stinky.
It is a odoriferous city.
Yeah.
Welcome back
Thanks.
to the land where it's all happening.
Oh. The amount of people who are like, people still live there?
In Los Angeles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, LA doesn't have a good rap right now. It's
Did it ever?
I feel like I feel like it was the place to be in the early 2000s.
For me, it was DC. I was in the Los Angeles for ugly people.
Someone described it as, LA kind of feels like Detroit did after like the automobile industry fled.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I actually get that.
Huh.
And I do like it here, but it does feel a little like end of earthy here right now. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, every bubble has its edge.
It's weird being by the water because it is just like we're next, you know?
I mean, New York is on the water.
Different. Okay. They have all those big high buildings.
They got all these big high buildings. What took you to New York City?
I produced a short film. It was very lovely. It was very fun.
Oh my God.
It was it filled my soul.
Ooh, okay. All right. Cool.
It was cool to be in that creative environment. I will say, however, my feelings were a little hurt. We had a behind the scenes photographer. Guess who wasn't in a single photo? Me.
They didn't put you in a single photograph?
I was in like maybe 3, and it was like me behind so-and-so. I wasn't in any of the photos.
And what was your title on this project?
Associate producer. So just shit eater. My friend Leland was directing it. And so I just literally was like, he put out like hey, we need extra hands. And I was like, yeah, me. I'm not doing anything right now. Free trip to New York, free housing. Sure.
Yep.
I raised money. I got our sound people.
Oh my, wow.
I got our intimacy coordinator.
Oh, wow. And they just had a picture of you stuffing your face with the Boston
No
cream
photos.
filler.
There's no proof. I was never there.
Wow.
As far as, yeah.
Huh.
Feelings were just a smidge hurt, but I'm over it now.
Did you express this to anybody on set at the time?
No, this is the first time I've talked about it.
I see. Oh, this is fresh. That's rich.
You know I save all the good jewels for this podcast.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
It was rough. I'm trying to get past caring about stuff like that because it does sound juvenile, but then at the same time, I'm like, I had so much fun. It was like such a fun experience.
I am so...
Not a single photo. There are hundreds of photos.
Wow.
Hundreds. And to be clear, like I'm a producer. And we're not in the thing. We're not filming. We're not being recorded. We're just in the background. And so it just really is like, that's the life we've chosen, haven't we?
Huh.
But it was lovely. The team was lovely. No hard feelings.
Is that the name of the film?
No. But I'm really happy with the footage. It was really pretty.
Oh.
Yeah. We did shoot in this house in Brooklyn, Flatbush. I don't know the owner's story, but cat piss everywhere, mold everywhere, stinky, awful, warm, hot. It felt like I was in an aisle at TJ Maxx. Nothing made sense. She was a maximalist, hoarder, thrifter, but it photographed and filmed beautifully.
Oh.
But then when you yell cut, you're like, oh, I'm in the stank. It was just bad.
What is this? I mean, that's New York, baby.
I'll show you when we're done here. I'll show you some of the photos, though. It was like such a perfect location for what we used it for. It was so stunning.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm just so...
I found the location.
You found...
Me and there was like 3 other people. That was our number one choice. But like I looked, I worked on the thing. Yeah.
Wow. And that's showbiz, baby.
And that is literally showbiz.
And how did you like New York? How did you feel when you...
I love New York. I always do.
Were you one of those like, I want to live here. Did you have that moment?
No, because how do I say this?
Because of the stank.
I think, how do I say this? So, because I was crashing on someone's couch, like it wasn't maybe like the most pleasant sleep week of my life. And I am
Sure.
a sleep baby. I'm not blaming
Yeah.
someone else. I just think like I was really tired. And towards the end of the trip, I was just like a zombie.
Can't wait to get out of here.
I also had never been to that part of Brooklyn before. I was in Flatbush for like 4 or 5 days and I really, really liked it. I'd only ever heard terrible things about it. And so I wasn't necessarily looking forward to being there. But it was actual New York.
Sure.
Manhattan, you can get by with like the dream of like, I'm Emily in Paris. But Brooklyn is like, move your ass. And I think I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're eating a different part of the pig.
Yeah,
In Brooklyn's various areas.
Do you like New York?
My favorite part of DC was New York.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah. I loved to visit New York. I do not want to live there at all.
That just that surprises me a lot.
Yeah. I just could never. Maybe there was a time in my life where that was the move, but I just. Yeah, what did Roger from American Dad say? It's something you do when you have no money or like a lot of money, and I'm kind of in between.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
Like I did my big move to reinvent myself to LA. I don't know if I have another one of those in me right now. I don't know. As a woman of a certain age, I don't like. It's going to take a lot. That's going to make me need to move to New York for whatever reason.
I don't know. The New Yorkers are rotten, nasty, arrogant, overall probably unpleasant, but I do prefer them to West Coasters. I just do.
Yeah, I mean, culturally, I'm much more on that side of the aisle than I am out here. I think the thing that always got my goat about New York was because I'm as a Delawarean, nobody from Delaware is ever going to stop you upon the blasted heath to tell you how great Delaware is, or that like they're never going to refer everything back to being from Delaware. You cannot get away from that in New York.
Yeah.
Everything is just, I'm from New York. Like,
I know.
I don't fucking care.
I know.
New York, we get it. You've got a lot of charm. But that never ever spoke to me, and it irritates the shit out of me anytime I do hear it. So I'm like, I'm good. New Yorkers, even abroad, still are just like, well, this is just like in New York. I'm like, I just cannot with you people.
Yeah. I don't think you would like this part of New York, but I remember getting off of the subway and being like, oh, people here work.
Oh, I hate work. Yeah, that's, I don't care for
But
that.
I think you would look at that as performance. And like for me, I was inspired by like, oh my God, this person is hustling, grinding, going somewhere, has things to do. And you
hear Jay-Z and Alicia Keys in your head.
But here it's just, I'm like, I don't know what that person does. I don't think they do anything. And yet they have this weird self-importance to them, but they have nothing to show for it. Whereas in New York, it's like they're hustling nonstop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's that big of a payoff in New York. Like I get to live in a shoebox with 13 Ukrainians and it's miserable in the winter and it smells like trash in the summer. Love it.
But here it's you live with 6 people and film TikToks and don't leave your house. And like,
Okay, first off, I don't live with 6 people. I don't leave my house. And I don't be on TikTok.
the nightlife in New York is so
Fabulous.
much
Oh my God.
better. There's the nightlife in LA is weird and strange unless it's like a sex party or at someone's like house, warehouse party.
Yeah, this is where New York has every other city beat.
Yeah. And people actually came up and asked me like who I was. People were like, can I follow you on Instagram? We're interested in knowing me, which was weird because that doesn't happen here at all.
Oh, weird. That happens to me a lot here.
Where?
Comedy clubs, libraries,
That's not the
men
same.
at urinals.
That's different because they're wanting you to book them on shows and comedy is different. I'm talking about like out in the wild, like flirting. Oh my gosh. Hey, where are you from? Like there's no flirting
Were
here.
you flirtatious in New York City? Did you?
Maybe.
Were you showing some shoulder?
Stella got her groove back. I'll just say that.
Oh my gracious. Yeah, I mean, again, New York, so much to do. Great place. A lot of great memories. Just living there, I don't know if I'm too gentle of a creature. I think I'm too soft. I think I'm too I'm too gentle and kind.
Soft, maybe.
So you stepped.
I know.
You
I meant
stepped.
mentally.
I've got a perfectly normal body. Wink. Okay. What did you want to talk about? Fired? Getting fired?
Yeah, you ever been fired?
Yes.
And to be clear, let's open it up. It doesn't have to be just about jobs. It can be getting broken up with. It can be a friendship breakup. So pick your angle. Pick your pleasure.
Firings. Oh, I've been good and proper fired. Good and canned, binned, thrown out, discarded.
Was it because of performance or behavioral issues, or was it a layoff?
All three. Was not doing great. Did not want to be there, and I got laid off.
Perfect. So it was
Goldman Sachs, how you doing?
so it was. Did you get a severance?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I
not a
had-
firing then. That's a layoff.
Yeah, I got. God, don't yell at me. I had. I got laid off. It was so scary at the time, just because it was like I'd moved to Utah for the job.
Yeah.
And I had nothing to keep me there. Even Stephen and Colin. Hi, Stephen and Colin. And I just like really snapped the tether. I did my severance summer basically. Freaked out about not having a job, and then read the 120 Days of Sodom until like 2 a.m. every day for however long it took me to finish that. Yeah, that was horrible. That was just like getting fired is so awful in this godforsaken country because everything's linked to your job. You've got like, oh great, guess I'll die because I can't see a doctor. Guess I'll starve because I don't get money anymore. It's just the thing that strikes me every time I get fired, is that there's like no safety net. There's no safety railing anywhere ever. Like, unless your institutional wealth family is there to be like, no, don't worry, sweetheart. You can come live with us in Martha's Vineyard. It's ugly out there.
Yeah. I co-sign all of that. I do not have a job. I was recently laid off, and getting laid off is actually so much worse than getting fired, in my opinion. I've been both. But laid off is like, you didn't do anything wrong. They just literally don't need you. They don't want you.
You're obsolete.
Like that video of Mark Zuckerberg laying off all of his employees wearing a $2 million watch. Like that is just like, that kills you because it's like, why go on?
Sell the watch, Mary. Keep me on. Like the guy who laid me off had on like a probably $800 Hermes tie.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up afterwards.
This didn't happen to me, but like one of my friends got laid off, and it happened on a Zoom call where she didn't have access to her camera, didn't have access to her microphone, and she watched like her CEO give this spiel, and there was no time to even respond. There was no opportunity to ask questions. It was just, thank you. You will be done next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I mean, what do you even say at that point? Like, what? That's all you can say. When I got fired from that job in DC with the horrible, horrible abusive boss, this was a decade ago for legal reasons. And she clearly took so much pleasure in firing me. Like this was the moment she'd been looking forward to. She was licking her chops. She had security in there, the whole nine. And all I could say to her is like, 3 months. That was how long I lasted in the gig. I was like, just 3 months. And she goes, you need to sign this paper. I said, I'm not fucking signing anything. And I threw it back at her. And that security stood up.
Wait, you were only there for 3 months?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. She was so horrible.
Ugh.
Yeah. Awful. The atmosphere in that office was incredible. Literally incredible. Everybody was whipped. Just terrified of her. And then I'm told after I left that she was doing impressions of me to the people who were left. After I was gone. I walked in on her once doing an impression of me to one of my coworkers who I also despised. And she made me, it was really funny because it was like kind of accurate, but she made me sound like 10 times gayer and dumber than I am. God. Humiliating to hear somebody that you despise with every fiber of your being actually like do an okay impression of you. Oh my God.
Was that, so your 3 month, that's like your trial period. So it just was like, okay, this isn't working out. Sorry.
Yeah. It was, what do they call it? A probationary period is what that was. And it just was the worst professional experience of my life. It was so awful. And every day I went to that job hoping somebody would bomb my bus. Like, I shit you not, every day I hoped I would die.
Isn't that horrible?
Awful. And it didn't even occur to me that I could leave. Like, it just, in my mind, was like, I gotta stick this out. If I can just get over this hump, I've got what could be a stable job for however long, which I've never had one of those before. If I lose the job, then I lose my apartment, I start drinking again, and then my teeth fall out or something. I don't know. It's just everything awful was going to happen. And she was so vicious and so cruel and loved every second of being a tyrant for that one little patch of ozone scented air in that office.
It sucks because you were so new to that organization. Finding a job is already hard.
Ugh.
And so you're there. I assume you were probably looking for jobs immediately as soon as you learned who she was.
Yes, when I discovered sort of, kind of, when it became clear to me that I was in trouble and like everybody else through back channels let me know, like, oh, you're fucked. Like, not only is there no way out of this for you, but you're also going to be beheaded at the end of this. I'm like, oh, no. So it was just, I don't know. I was just kind of on autopilot. I think I went back to restaurants for a couple years after that. Something like that. It's all a blur. It's all a blur. But yeah, it was horrible. I am still suffering from that job. I'm still affected by how awful that fucking woman was to me. And it's just, I don't know what's going to fix it.
Well, it's not even, I don't even want to say traumatic, even though that's probably the accurate term for
Well,
it.
the body keeps the score.
You just learn how it all like gets made.
Yeah. I mean, you just also learn that you are fundamentally replaceable, eminently unimportant, and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is, people are like, I want workers to be loyal. I'm like, fucking.
There's no reason to anymore. That's not
what
a
are we
thing.
What are we doing, dude?
Especially if you went to school for marketing, communications, business, or anything remotely creative or artistic. You are replaceable. You're the first person that gets cut. I'm 32. I've been laid off 3 times in my life.
Yeah, it's just the old paradigm is completely and totally irrelevant now. And even for jobs that I like doing, like my current job right now, really, really like my job. 95% of the time, when there's a really big, dumb, ugly deadline, things get stressful. But even a great job, I still have the anxiety of like, oh, this could be the curtain call. This could be it. This could be the last week. It's always, always, always just like, all right, I need to lie down on my face for a little bit.
I even feel nervous talking about it and putting it like on the internet because I'm like, this is going to come back and bite me in the ass. And so one thing that I'm really struggling with is like, what do we get to have? Like, what are we in charge of? Are we actually free, or are we always just up for punishment? Because this video is circulating right now of this guy who got fired from a theater company of all places because previously he had done sex work and they found out that he did OnlyFans and that went against the company's morals and values. And I'm like,
A theater company?
of a theater company.
What are we talking? Kids theater? Are we talking Prescott, Arizona?
It's somewhere in New York. He was like full on like, this isn't okay. He made a like confessional video, put it on Instagram. And I'm like, nowadays, I know a couple people who've had that happen to them. How can you blame anyone for trying to get any money in any way?
Yeah, it's just completely a theater space. That is ridiculous. What is this? The John McCain Institute?
But I know someone who worked for Fortune 500 where he had that happen. And it's like, that's none of your fucking business. Who are you to judge him for getting his rent paid in however way he can?
I saw an article that one of the minor characters that was in a Harry Potter film, she does OnlyFans, specifically hair related content. Like, she's got very, very long hair. So from what I read in the article, it was very clear. She's like, I'm never nude on camera. Okay, guys, but I do hair stuff. I don't know what that means. Men out there, let me know. What are we doing? But even that has resulted in her being stigmatized for having done sex adjacent work.
Sure.
I mean, I guess it is still sex work because somebody's.
And then the idea of her not getting cast in something because she has that baggage, which isn't even baggage. It's just her finding a way to get paid and make money and be her own boss so she doesn't have to deal with tyrants. Make fun of them when they're not even in the room.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, okay, kids, listen up. If somebody ever comes up to you, if you've done OnlyFans, just for fans, OnlyFlans, whatever. That's my concept idea about
Only
Mexican.
hands.
Only hands, only hams, only plans for my planner girlies. I could go on. If anybody shows up and gives you evidence, you'd be like, "That's AI. Somebody has spoofed AI images of me onto a really cute Twinks." You ride that pony into the sunset. Okay, that we are in the age now where people can spoof Taylor Swift singing Whitney Houston, and it sounds good. Have you heard this?
No.
Oh my God, AI voices like that's its whole other thing. We don't have time. Okay. Shh. But I just tell people AI. Nobody's going to go deep in the bag. And if they are, they were subscribing already. And then you've got leverage.
Right.
You're welcome.
Have you ever been fired? Like, and it's kind of funny. Like, do you have any funny stories of in your youth or? Because the only time I've ever been fired for performance is at the Olive Garden.
But
I was a shitty college kid, broke,
Yeah.
didn't care, hated it because they only give you 3 table sections at Olive Garden. And I came from a piece of shit restaurant that gave me 12. And so I was bored to tears. I would never make money
yeah.
because they sell those goddamn soups and salads for like $9.99.
Yeah.
So if you have 5 tables,
And in North Dakota, they're tipping you a buffalo nickel in a song.
literally, and in North Dakota, the minimum wage for servers was $4.25 because we made tips so they didn't have to pay the full. And so I remember I would be like, the only way I'm going to make get my money's worth from this shift is if I steal the soups and salads and feed myself. And so the GM would be like, Luke, did you pay for that? And I'd be like, no.
Oink.
And the thing is like servers only had to pay $1, but I was like, that's my dollar.
Yeah. God.
And so eventually they're like, do you even want to work here? And I was like, no. And then we called it off.
I've certainly walked off a restaurant job, and just like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. This is bad and dumb, and I'm not going to do it. Have absolutely done that. I mean, there was
Keep in the pen.
Yeah. Weirdly, I did tell that one restaurant, I said, I'm going to take a month off at this place. And when I come back, I'll decide if I want to still work here. They said, okay, we'll see you in a month.
That's crazy.
I know. You're long in the tooth as a server when you can tell that to your manager. It's just like, whatever, man. Just please don't hunt down any of the customers who left you bad Yelp reviews. It was ever bad Yelp reviews. Yeah. No, I love the contract. I love an excuse. I love a cover story for why the job ended. Like, oh, your contract just wasn't renewed. Thank you. That's good of you to say. I appreciate. Neither of us believe this lie, but I'm very glad that you're.
I'm nervous about that because I have been laid off 3 times where it's like I didn't have work to do. They did not need me.
Right.
And so like this last one, I even saw the writing on the wall. I was like, I know this contract will not get renewed.
Yeah.
And I even attempted to get a job within the company, applied for it. They went with an external candidate. And then I was then laid off. So it was like a double whammy of like, fuck you. You have no skills that we need.
Because they almost always hire internally. It's very, very rare for them to go external over an internal. So
Correct.
You were really bad.
It was like literally like, we don't want you.
Yeah, they really didn't want you.
And how then am I supposed to now go into the workforce again after this is the 3rd time and then be like, they're going to take care of me. I'm safe. Like, it's just not possible anymore.
No, there's no safe.
That's not me having attitude. That's not me having.
Have you tried smiling more? Because right now I'm noticing you seem a little disagreeable. I think you could try smiling. Yeah, like
It
that.
is the thing. Hillary Clinton, you are so much smarter than me. You are so much better than me. But sister, I understand you. If we just smiled more, things would happen for us.
Did I ever tell you when was this? After my overdose, I was looking for a job. I was looking for my job after baby's first overdose. And one of the jobs I was looking at was for a Mandarin speaking flight attendant with the good folks at I forget what airline. Must have been Delta.
You could actually hold on. You would kill at being a flight attendant.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I think you'd be because all flight attendants have a stand-up bit. It's constant attention. You would be bad at serving. and collecting trash, but like your little like announcements at the beginning and your cute little tie and ascot.
I think that time in my life has passed where I could be a flight attendant.
I think it's your future.
I needed to get into that 10 years ago. Oh, I don't want to be a senior flight attendant. I don't want to be a just starting out 50-year-old flight
Because
attendant.
let's be honest, we both know that you want to wear an ankle-length skirt. And I think you're reaching the age where that's now appropriate.
Okay, you lost me a few times. I was there and then you lost me again. Okay. Maybe the reason you keep getting laid off is because you're a fucking bitch. But anyway, so this I was interviewing. I got however many rounds of the interview and auditioning really is what it was because it was all online and it was all like send video response. What?
I'm just picturing you with like a monkey on your shoulder.
As I'm being a flight attendant?
I know it's a very competitive process, but when I picture flight attendants, like, and especially male ones, I just picture like the faggiest, funniest, like.
I am the faggiest, yeah. But one of the prompts was, so if it's a video introduction, it's got a scarfed older white woman, and she's got a very heavy Southern accent, and it just imagine Mimi Landry 30 years from now is doing this lead, and she goes, we're hoping to welcome you to the Delta family, and before you think on these answers, just remember, smile. And I immediately went from like, oh, I don't want this. Like, not only do I not want this, I really don't want this. And so then the first interview question came up, and it's, you notice one of your coworkers is at the minibar, takes a little bottle out of the minibar, puts it in her purse. What do you do? And then you 3, 2, 1, and then you record your video answer.
Ask her what room number she's in so you can join later.
Oh my God. Yeah, I said, well, I mean, I would probably need to ask him, but I mean, you can't assume she's stealing it for herself. I mean, maybe it's for the pilot. And then that was it. And
interview shuts off.
Interview shuts off. Yeah, did not get the gig. But it was a tough decision. The automated email told me. Record numbers of applicants.
That's crazy. How many years ago was that?
This must have been in 16.
That feels really advanced.
Yeah, for the time I remember being like, oh, video auditions. And then she hit me, smile. And I said, oh no, I will not be told to smile.
It makes me so upset.
I had been on an airplane for whatever reason, and the flight attendant, I was polite to the flight attendant in such a way that she gave me wings, like the little plastic wings they give kids. And she says, I think you might do well at this job if you're interested. And then there was like a contact form. I think like there was a referral bonus in it for her or something like that. Well, did I just get a gig? Did I just land the gig? No, couldn't do it. I would not, because there was that one flight attendant who quit his job and had that like epic speech and he like pulled the emergency slide and slid out. Do you not remember this?
No.
Very gay homosexual flight attendant.
Wait, was the plane had landed, right?
Yeah, the plane had landed. He didn't like DB Cooper out of the plane. No, the plane had landed, but he just got on the comm and was like, I hate all of you. You passengers suck. And then he took some booze and inflated the slide and slid on.
Amazing.
Hero. Yeah.
Amazing.
I think this was ages back when yeah, that's.
Do you remember getting your first big boy job and quitting your shitty surveying job or customer service job and whatever, and just how good that felt?
No, weirdly. What was my first big boy job?
Can't say that.
Yeah, for legal reasons. I remember getting a very good big boy job at the Library of Congress and leaving a restaurant job for it. And that, I think, is what you're referring to here. And that was just chef's kiss. That was incredible. I mean, 2 experiences, actually. So that was Library of Congress, great job. I was a researcher. I read the Chinese internet all day until my brain leaked out of my ears. And then the second time that happened was I left a restaurant job for a government job right before the pandemic came down. It's like I, with 2 months to spare, had landed a fully paid job, benefits, all of that went fully remote after COVID happened.
Damn.
Like by the skin of my little teeths. Yeah.
I remember I was working at a bar in Grand Forks, North Dakota. It was the semester after graduating, and I was trying to move to Minneapolis, but of course, trying to get a job that would then move me.
Oh yeah.
And I was working at this bar, and I just hated my manager. Like
What was your best drink that you like to make?
it was a 48 bar or 48 beer bar.
Oh,
So it was just mostly bars. I'm like,
a Bud Light.
anytime someone would order a Bloody Mary or something, I'd be like, "What are you doing? This is crazy." So nothing too risque, but I will never forget like finding out I got the job. I'm moving to Minneapolis, and within 5 minutes, my manager was like, "Hey, I need you to like work tonight, whatever." And I literally responded, and I said, "I quit."
Nice.
Say, "Hey, sorry, I
Uno
quit. I just got a
reverse.
job."
That's fabulous.
It was lovely.
Did you give them full 2 weeks or did you just
No,
Oh,
absolutely not. I said I literally, and also I know. I know I didn't. Our relationship was so bad. They would have fired me if they didn't need me, and I would have left long before if I didn't need them.
you got to get the drop on them.
It was a horribly abusive relationship. I hated working there, and I loved serving, but not there.
Yeah. That's glorious.
Literally. And I truly couldn't. Like, I remember it was a Wednesday, and I told my place that I was working, I was like, I can be there on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Yeah.
I was subletting from a friend. I had everything lined up. Yeah.
And you started managing a Denny's in Minneapolis, right?
I was going to say, I wish the job that I got was a little bit better, but no, it's weird do you feel like there is, how can I not be depressing? Going into comms, going into marketing, doing anything not STEM related. Like, I'm just like, what are we going to do moving forward? Every job I've had has been a dead end, nothing gig. And so I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, I either have to start over at entry level in some other field, or I have to continue going after middle management positions because I'm a decade into my career. And there's nothing for people in my realm.
Yeah.
And worse, I'm talking about it and posting about it, which looks like I'm crazy, but we're all going through that right now.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think about that generally.
And that's the only right answer.
That is, I mean, I was 13 months unemployed here when our cycles aligned in that way. And that was, sure, at the end of 13 months, my hair was falling out, but for a while, it was nice. I woke up whenever I wanted and did whatever I wanted. Unemployment is one of those times when you get to be fully present.
I can't focus on anything because I'm so stressed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is.
I cry all the time.
I'm so bored right now.
I am someone, unfortunately, who finds purpose in work and not having something.
There's your first problem. You got to find purpose in painting. Okay. You got to start.
See, but I find that to be so privileged. Like, I've never been someone.
Oh, she reads theory. Oh, did you read some theory?
I've never had that privilege. I come from a working class family. We work hard. We do our job. And then, like, if I can fit in the creative stuff, great. I hope to. And I want that to be my sole income earner. That's just not in my cards. That's not in my heritage. My parents have never gotten that privilege. Like, we just have always had to work. So not having to work, I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my father told me from when I was a little boy that my future was in British steel, like his was. You know what I mean? I was supposed to take over the plant.
Dad was a doctor.
He was a railway tycoon.
Quit stealing from Jane Austen. Like, what is that?
Yeah, so few jobs have an actual identity attached to them anymore. Like,
There's fake jobs.
Yeah, I mean,
Millions.
Doctor, engineer, lawyer, and lawyer is pretty fucking debatable. Teacher, I mean, breakout room facilitator, that's not an identity. That's not, like consultant. No.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Kyle. That's not.
Mike, can we hang it up on consultants? One of my jobs, I was fired or laid off because I was a communications manager, and then they ended up going with the communications firm who could do all of my job, but for $40,000 a year instead of the $80,000 salary I was given. but consultants don't do work.
No,
they
they
give you recommendations and tell you it's ChatGPT.
Yeah.
They tell you what you're not doing, but then don't help you get closer to it.
It's utterly insane the way. I mean, it's you can either get really wrapped around the axle, to use a corporate expression, about how stupid it is, or you just like, okay, which one of you idiots is going to throw money at me if I just clap my fins together and bark for fish? Who's going to give me a fish? Like, that's where you are right now. So who in the audience has got a big shiny mackerel that they're just hoping to slap you with?
Or I think about in healthcare companies don't do well unless we're, as a civilization, doing bad.
Yeah.
So in years like COVID, that was a really financially successful year for them.
I had a great time during COVID.
I did too. Well, I hate to say it, but
I
I
mean,
did.
it was
2020 was
obviously-
lovely.
I wrote a book.
I
I got into watercolor.
yeah.
I got my rowing machine.
Wow. Travel nurses, hang it up on them. You're paying too much for your travel nurse.
Yeah, I just
Pay your normal nurses normally. Quit hiring travel nurses that are 3 times as expensive.
Oh yeah, right.
Everyone's
We
like,
got nurses at home. Okay.
every healthcare system across the country is like, we have a shortage of nurses. No one wants to work anymore. It's like, no, they're pissed because you keep hiring travel nurses for 3 times their salary and paying them $26. Why would anyone want to be a nurse? Why would anyone go to school, spend that money, and then just to get an entry level position for $26 an hour, working 12-hour shifts, getting spit on, spat at, whatever?
Yeah. And that, which, I mean, you love, but that's not for everybody. That's we're different.
Good callback.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my mother once got a bee in her bonnet about how I needed to be a radiology tech.
That's actually one of the more successful positions right now.
She just, was like, sweetheart, you need to do that. I'm like, I do not have the mind for that at all. I'm 47, Catherine. It just, I don't know. It was, again, not a career that had occurred to me. But the other thing is also, you look at like a pulmonologist, any of the big, long, multiple syllable ologists, a lot of AI stuff is starting to make them obsolete too. Like, yeah, if your whole thing is like, I look at scans of lungs and show you where the bad places are, and an AI can do that.
It's the same with lawyers. People are saying AI can interpret the law now.
It surely cannot. I'm unfortunately, it surely cannot, because listen, if there's one thing we could use a little less of, it could be lawyers. No, it's you're going to go astray very quickly with AI and using the law. And that is official legal advice here from the Let's Get Bread podcast. Connor and legal, we miss you.
Connor, baby, come back. Everett, sorry.
Yeah. There are so many cases now where lawyers, even actual lawyers themselves, have been trying to use AI to where the technology is now, I should say. You cannot rely on it. Maybe in another 5 to 10 years, it's possible. I tend to doubt it, but it's unfortunately lawyers are safe for the moment. But that doesn't mean that they get to stay the way, things are right now, which you want to be a nice slip and fall lawyer. Okay. You want to have your face on every bus stop in every affordable area of the city. And you want to, have people know to come to you. You want to be an ambulance chaser. That's the kind of lawyer we need.
When you were unemployed, how many jobs did you apply for in that 13 months?
Oh, I have no clue.
Hundreds or thousands?
Hundreds. I didn't do thousands because that was just too, maybe I did. I sincerely doubt it. But I wasn't doing 8 hours a day of job hunting at all, because that was just driving me out of my mind. I would just scour things, find a job that seemed like a fit, write up a cover letter, and then send it out with a resume.
Yeah.
But hundreds. And then, of course, the job that I got now is just a recruiter found me somehow.
Wow.
No idea how.
I'm probably at the hundreds just in this last 3-month period.
Yeah. It's obviously...
And every time I see a cover letter that's required, I literally start crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how much more work I can put into this thing that's not going to get back to me.
Yeah. A cover letter, opinions are split, because I've had jobs where they've told me in the interview, your cover letter was so good, we wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
And, it's hard to tell when it's going to be useful or not. But the only thing, here's some advice that I can give our readers at home. Your cover letter should never ever restate anything that's in your resume. Your cover letter should always tell your reader something about you that they wouldn't get from your resume.
Like what?
In one of my cover letters, for instance, I wrote that I taught myself how to read Korean for a job because I needed to be able to read ship names in Korean. And rather than just Google Translate, I decided to learn Korean.
I have a friend who sent me their resume and I go, I didn't know you knew Italian because on the bottom it was like additional. It was like, knows Italian. He goes, I don't. I'm like, what? He's like, it just looks cool and no one's ever asked about it.
That's embarrassing. That is, I would fucking self-immolate if that, no. But yeah, I mean, that's what I mean though. It's like your cover letter, if you can give them more insight into who you are that doesn't come from the resume, then that's a useful use of a cover letter.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're just saying, I had the experience that you're reading about, don't do it.
I mean, my mom's worked in HR for like 30, 35 years. She's like, I have never read a cover letter.
Interesting.
She's like, I hate them. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
You only look at the resume.
Yeah, right. It's
Everyone's perfect on paper. Everyone is the right person for the job. It's all about the resume.
yeah. I mean, it does come down to, unless you've got several, gaps in time. Like I've got several bullet holes in my resume, and so I just like, please let's not look into that 3-year gap. Like, oh, that was the overdose. That was. That was the second. There's nope. Look past that. Do not look at the man behind the curtain.
Oddly enough, I've never had a gap. This is the first gap in employment.
Really?
The last 2 layoffs, I had jobs lined up like within the month. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And this time it's just so much darker because I just know how many people don't have work and haven't had work and won't have work for the next year or two. It's bad.
It's ugly out there.
The workforce is bad.
You gotta. This is where you get. It's all about grind set, baby. Okay. Okay. I can't even finish the sentence. Have you tried wanting it?
If there's one thing you and I both know about me, it's how bad I want it. And how impatient I am waiting for it. I just can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and then the worst is people. I had a colleague from my last job who checked in on me, and it was kind of her to send this text. She was like, hey, just checking in on you. How's it going? I'm like, fine. Obviously a little stressed because I still don't have a job. She goes, you still don't have a job? I'm like, it's only been 3 months. There are people who have been unemployed for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's wild. It's just the way that nothing seems to work well is just, it baffles me. I mean, working at Goldman Sachs almost turned me into a Marxist. I shit you not. That was maybe where the pointlessness of everything really hit me over the head, where I wasn't, after the initial ego blow of getting laid off, when I realized like, oh, I don't ever have to see those people again.
There is, I felt that way. After
Which again,
this job,
when Terrible Boss laid me off, that was also the first thought when I realized like, oh, I never have to see you ever again. Oh, what a win. But at Goldman, we were in a satellite office, not even the main office in Salt Lake. They sent us to like a satellite campus, and you had to drive to a parking lot to catch a shuttle to get to this building. So when I got laid off, I had my box of shit. I had to wait for a shuttle to take me to my car.
That's crazy.
And then you were there 10 hours minimum. You never did less than 10 hours in front of that keyboard unless you had a doctor visit or something like that. You went home and you repeated it 4 more times that week. And I, to this day, have no clue what I did. I still do not know what I was doing for a year and a half there. I could not explain it. Nobody there could give me a satisfactory explanation of what we were doing. It just, all we did was generate money for people in New York.
Yeah.
That was it. In London and other places. And then that sort of came back to us, I guess.
Yeah.
But then it didn't because I got laid off. Like, utterly insane.
There's been jobs I've had where I'm like, I knew like within the first week or 2 that what I was doing had no purpose.
Yeah.
And then that's depressing because you spend your days like trying to find purpose and it's not there. And then you're like, oh, I'm just making money for people.
You're a filmmaker. That's your purpose. You're a
There's literally no proof of that.
You're a storyteller.
Also, no proof of that.
No photographic proof.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing, check in on IMDb. We'll see what happens. You've won an Emmy.
That's true.
Okay. So everybody in the comments, lay off on his weird personality and face.
Not the ugly thing again. That's crazy.
You think ugly people win Emmys? No. Oh, have you ever had somebody say, "Why should I hire you?"
I hate that.
Oh, I just triggered myself.
Because I'll do whatever you tell me to do for the right price. Oink!
Seriously. Oh my God.
Whatever happened to sleeping with people for the job? Like, I would easily get the job if that was the case.
Those days are over. They could come back.
I'm gonna have to cut that.
Yeah, probably.
I don't feel good about that.
Yeah. I don't feel good about a lot of this.
Well, firing. I'm sure we're bound for a couple more in our
Oh,
lives.
don't say that. Don't be ridiculous.
Just a few.
God, at a certain point, you're like, do I have it in me to start over again? Do I?
Currently, right now.
Yeah, it's, which is why community is so important.
Yeah.
Support your local food bank.
Yes, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, Lucas, I got kidney beans for you. Okay,
Ah,
baby.
yummy.
I got kidney beans. Well, breadwinners, that's
It was a little bleak, but mommy needed a factory reset. Mommy's struggling.
a little stitch and bitch
A
here.
little stitch and bitch.
Um,
If you're unemployed, I'm so sorry. You're going to land your next gig.
yeah, we're pulling for you out there. And be good to yourselves.
All right, breadwinners,
Bye.
that's another episode. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show.